Well, that looked to be one to stay up for, at least to watch. Don't know if you traded this at all. You'd have had to have a pre-match angle or a pre-match favour into or Barca. Fantastic stuff. Exactly what they did in the first leg, Inter Milan taking a 2-0 lead, and exactly what happened in the second leg. We get the comeback. So I think at half time, I always encourage, if you do fancy or you're not wholly confident taking on a 2-0 lead, 2-0 is your ideal opportunity, isn't it? Liability low, rewards are high. And look at the return from Barca. No, Lewandowski, who got the winner, or the apparent winner. Rafinha, 2-3. He thought he'd wrapped it up with 3 minutes to go. But no, Acerbi, assisted by Denzel Dumfries, making it 3-3. And off into extra time. Fratesi, the hero for Inter Milan. What a game. And I think a real trading angle there at the 2-0 Inter Milan at half-time. Carbon copy of the first leg. I really hope you've got involved there. I'm afraid I don't stay up just for the one match. Common sense, really, isn't it? Given the start time is 2 or 3 a.m. I'll stay up if there's a whole heap of football on, but not just for one Champions League semi-final second leg. I hope you handled that one yourself. You could have just sat in front of your telly and enjoyed that one. Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal, it's finally poised at 1-0. So Arsenal know what they need to do. Which way is this going to go? You saw Inter Milan, Barcelona was a carbon copy of the first leg. Is this going to be a carbon copy of the first leg? I.e. a tight, nervy affair with the Arsenal needing to score the first goal. If PSG score, I would be leaning towards over 2.5 goals for the second half, because Arsenal then have to score 2 goals, don't they? So it's a tricky one. Simple as that. I don't have a strong opinion. Great to watch. We're just waiting for our summer leagues to start coming in to the coupons. They will do at the weekend. But Champions League to be decided. And that's it, really. Silkeborg and Brøndby. It's a cup match. Very little of interest. Heading off to Rome for the tennis while the football's quiet. And the tennis trading manual, well, I've got the majority of the content saved for you. I'm going to have to work through it. They've provided me with 300 trading scenarios for tennis. So something for you to be interested in, and case studies. So I think we've cracked something as far as tennis is concerned, is to look at the characteristic of the player and how they fit in. So there are all sorts of different types of tennis player. So here's some ideas for you. Slow starter, fast finisher. But the Achilles heel with these kind of trading strategies is you have to get the player that suits. So we've got Cameron Norrie, for example. Slow start, strong finish. This might give you an angle into the day, particularly looking at his recent matches. Cameron Norrie, has he been a slow starter and a fast finisher? If that's the case, if he loses the first set, then you don't panic, because he's that type of player. Aggressive returner against weak first serve. Felix Auger-Aliassime. Return game is aggressive and he can dominate when facing weak first serve. So the weak first serves, where do you find those stats out? That's my next question. And that will be the likes of Tennis Abstract, Tennis Explorer, Matchstat, etc. So I think this could be a breakthrough if you're looking at particular players, and then you can match a particular strategy to a particular player. Serve efficiency in high pressure situations. Alexander Zverev, high pressure situation, what would that be? That would be a final, therefore, wouldn't it? Or a semi-final late on. Serving efficiently under pressure. So you could be assured, hopefully, if the pattern continues, that Zverev under pressure won't crack on his serve. And you can actually get a trading angle out of that. You could back him at the start of his service game. He will make you can make a small scalp out of that. So as you can see, there's a lot of these types of player. I wonder if that's an idea for tennis. Pressure points performance strategy. Ariana Sabalenka, rising under pressure. Shown she can handle pressure and perform well during tight moments. So that can give you some kind of an angle there as well. But tennis, it's all encompassing. I could go on and on and on with tennis. It's about as difficult or as easy as you want to make it. This is going into the difficult element, trying to fit a player to a certain playing style to offer you a particular trading angle. But as you can see, as I promised, I'm getting this tennis worked out for you. I do need to populate it with graphs, etc. But I think there'll be enough here to give you an interest in the tennis once I get this finished. So that's my summer project, the project I'm on at the moment. So there is a real angle there with the tennis, I think. So for today, you could perhaps single out a match and use AI. What is the playing characteristic of Carreno Buster in your ass when favourite, something like that. He did win the first set, so in that respect, I wouldn't have traded. Odds on Faf winning the first set. Tiebreaker here. What a pity Hanfmann didn't win that one. 1.43 going down. Fuchsovic. Is there a reason why he went down? Tight rankings, perhaps? 92nd against 134. And that, from a tennis perspective, it's like trusting a relegation threatened side who are favourite. 134th in the world, and you want me to back you against a player lowly ranked. Lower ranked than you, or better ranked than you. So some of these matches, there's always a reason for some potential upset. You see the tight rankings. Back to the football. You won't be seeing me tonight. You know what's needed, and the question is this going to be mirroring the first leg like last night's is, or is this going to be touching the lighting the touch paper? And Arsenal needing to score 2 goals to get the job done within 90 minutes. If that's the case, over 2.5 goals has a chance, but incredibly difficult. Tactics play a huge part. Nerves are going to play a huge part. Do we go for it early, get that quick equaliser, and then we're back on parity? Then we can think about going ahead. Difficult. Well, have a great day. I'll be continuing with the tennis trading manual for you today. It's a big project. I've got to add the screenshots to it. We're going in depth. We're looking at profit, volume over time graphs and how to read those, because tennis is the one main trading sport on Betfair where the price graphs are very, very revealing and can tell you the story of the match and allow you to trade through the graphs only if you didn't know much about tennis. It uses a lot of support and resistance. Some players won't go above a certain price, and you can know if they don't go above that certain price, it could be something like 2.5, 3. You back them because they always tend to bounce off support and resistance lines. I wish I could find you some graphs to show you. Maybe that's something for tomorrow. Let's have a look at what's upcoming in the week, seeing as it's so quiet at the moment with these Champions League semi-finals. Thursday is going to continue the quietness, but we've got the Europa League and Europa Conference League entering the equation as well, and the start of the playoffs. These are incredibly nervy affairs. The tendency in these playoffs is for tight, 1 goal in it matches. They are going to be amazing. I'll actually do some digging and see if I can find any patterns for first leg results in the Championship playoffs, because the prize is just huge, isn't it? It's a Premier League. It's a chance to get beaten by all bar 2 Premier League teams next season. Fantastic stuff, particularly the Blades. Europa League playoffs. Is this the first or the second leg? If it's the second leg, we've got the first leg angle to work off. 1-3 to the Spuds from the first leg. The gap between Premier League and Norway is clear for all to see tomorrow. Man United Bilbao finally poised, but I do like Atletico Bilbao, even though it's a 3-0 lead for Man U in the first leg. I wonder was that red card affected? Because that sounds way off kilter for Manchester United. That's off brand for Manchester United winning emphatically against the La Liga side. I think Atletico Bilbao have some bite in them, and Manchester United's 3-0 lead gettable. I think backing Atletico Bilbao to qualify is the value there. Chelsea already job done against Djurgården, don't need to win, can afford to lose. Fiorentina and Betis, first leg scoreline 1-2 to Betis, so all to play for. Fiorentina must score the first goal. That's looking ahead to tomorrow. Weekend we'll have the summer leagues entering the equation and business being concluded throughout Europe slowly as matches run out. Have a great day today. Do pay attention to the tennis if you'd like, and if you want to proofread the tennis trading manual, please do get in touch. I would appreciate that. Have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Good luck this evening.